welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteers offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of down.
Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Volunteers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. There he goes! They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
On fourth down, going to the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the tailback. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to...
There he goes! And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose! Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. He's loose. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Stanley. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of time before he fires right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Pocket breaking down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Tennessee! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the back. Finds a little space. Hits a seam wide open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab, it's Williams. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Sets up the screen. Runs through a tackle. And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Fears the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A low-line drive and not his best work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll down this ball just a little shot. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Cutler. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.